head coach before the game. He knows that there's a lot of excitement for this home game, but most importantly, the weather is clear. We were wondering how the forecast would shake out, and it is calm and beautiful. Should be an impactful game here with great weather, great opportunities, and a fast surface. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. The Cowboys will kick off first, and here we go. That's not what he had in mind, and they'll give up good field position as the kickoff goes out of bounds. And the penalty accepted, and they'll move him back. Bunch formation for these receivers. Off the bootleg, wants to throw it. Left side is long. Give him 9 on that one, sets up a 2nd and 1. All right, guys, let's chat about it. Can be a little bit tricky to balance that high school recruiting, transfer portal recruiting for some of the non-traditional powers. But when they're grabbing linebackers like this guy, you know they're doing the right thing.
Absolutely, and there's nothing tricky about that, right? Like, recruiting high school players is essential. Transfer portal is good to supplement, but getting a guy like this that can run at the linebacker spot, it can upgrade your roster immediately.
The Falcons come to the line trying to find a way to convert on 3rd and very short. Hand off to the fullback. Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on 3rd down. If they thought it would fool them to give it to the fullback, that was not the case.
Yeah, give this defense credit. They obviously watched a lot of film this week, and they knew there were a lot of different guys offensively that could touch the football, including the fullback, but he had no room to go there.
This offense wants to get out of the gate fast on their first drive of the game, plus territory. They'll go for it on 4th down. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive.
And I've never met an offensive player who said, no, we don't want to go for it on 4th and 1. 4th and 1 is a great situation for the offense. You got to get 1 yard. You practice it all the time. You got to be physical. Go out and get it. They did a good job going out and getting that 1 yard.
Throws to the back. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
Man, the quarterback threw that ball hard, too. And I know sometimes when you're throwing an in-breaking route, you want to get it to your receiver quickly. But when you try to strain and throw it harder, oftentimes your accuracy is what suffers. And you saw it there on the incompletion.
They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. Wide receiver comes in motion. On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection. Caught, it's Allen. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker.
I like the mitts, the big fella coming in with the catch. Hey, running a little bit of a route, showing a little wiggle, getting open, throwing the football. That's when he catch it, big fella.
They have work in front of them on 3rd and short from the 42. Quick give. It's Allen. Turning it on. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's 1st down.
And, David, this is where I think you could have excelled. You're a great defensive end. There's other positions you could have played. Fullback, I know, being one of them. How about that guy there picking up the 1st?
That's a nice job. Don't make this hard. Don't make it overly complex. We've seen the big fellas block all the time. Give him a bone. Reward him. Now he'll block harder, and he'll block.
Snags it, and he's open. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Air Force.
This head coach wanted to come into this game aggressive, guys, and he did it in a couple different ways. On that first drive, nice mixture of throwing and running offensively, but how big was that gamble on fourth down? They got it, kept the drive alive, they end up scoring a touchdown.
And it's blocked. He's got it. He can take this back for 2. So that's a 59-yard touchdown drive.
Number 82, set to kick this one away.
From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he's stopped right there. Tells the play fake, wants to throw on first down. He's going to take a shot right away. And the laundry drops as the pass falls incomplete. Let's see who the penalty's on. Defender got caught, a little handsy with that jersey, and it'll cost him. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. Straight ahead, it's Harris. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking for a man. It's Hughes. Rush right in his face. Out wide left, it's Holman. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. And that last completion just a hair short of the sticks. They'll try to move the chains on 3rd down. He'll be dragged to the ground, but it'll be a first down.
And obviously it's still early in this football game, but after giving up a touchdown on the first drive and then coming out, like the worst thing you can do as an offense is go 3 and out and put your defense right back on the field. So that was a big 3rd down to kind of settle them down and give them some more opportunities.
949 Rockstar! 949 Rockstar!
Snap on first down, wants to throw. Makes the catch, it's Holman.
And when you get zone coverage and you're running curls and the wide receiver sprints off the ball, you know what happens? That DB starts to bail, and that wide receiver comes back, and it's easy pitch and catch for the offense.
And the Cowboys are marching down the field. Wants to throw one first. They're all over him. Out wide right, it's Richardson. He goes to the ground, but not before a big pickup and a first down.
Really nice discipline by that receiver against man coverage, because you know that throw is going to be contested with a defender in your back pocket. He fights back to the football. He fights through contact and shows really strong hands on the catch.
If the quarterback's a little more on target there, maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion. Long way to go on 2nd down. Dropping back, it's Hughes. Escapes the pressure to his right. There he goes. Nice run there to keep things moving before they force him out of bounds.
Man, it's nice to have a quarterback that just does that, man. Just effortlessly picks up chunks of yards and then smartly gets out of bounds. But this whole offense, man, everybody's a threat. Anybody can take the football and make big plays. And when you got a quarterback with that much athletic ability, it's an absolute nightmare for defenses.
They were all over him, nowhere to go as that 3rd down play turned into a disaster.
And that's a great job by the defense, understanding exactly the situation, understanding to stay home, play sound, no matter who gets the football. We're going to run to the football hard. We're going to cage the football, be disciplined. Nice job by the defense.
He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that fourth down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
Fresh center downs going to the air. A shot toward the end zone. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19.
And, you know, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on first and second down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up third and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that second down by this defense.
First and goal. Well, guys, Air Force has the lead here. We put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. They've swapped ends of the field, and we're ready to go in the second. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. Next, going for the goal line. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Cowboys!
And the running back was not going to be denied on that play. He had a hole. He saw it. He put his foot in the ground, and that was pay dirt.
And they move on top with the extra point, 7-6. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And they finish it off with the score from the 4. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Here comes the Air Force offense back onto the field. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. Oh, pressure's coming. And he'll just get rid of that one.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously, so he's outside the tackle boxes. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another down.
Second down to the air. Rush is on. And down he goes.
And listen, the quarterback drops back, and he's going through his progressions. We see zone, but just couldn't do anything about it. This defensive line, this pressure, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
You make up the game plan, and not a lot on the play sheet for this. Third and long from inside their own 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Escapes the pressure going right. Fires to the wideout. Gets rid of it.
Well, after giving up that touchdown on the opening drive, they had a little bit of a come to Jesus with their defensive coordinator on the sideline. I don't know what he said, but he, I think, just invoked the fear of God into this defense, because this 3 and out has been sensational, dominant. This is the way they've got to play moving forward.
So the Cowboys offense heads onto the field to start this drive. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out.
Shakes a man, and he might take off. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play. This offense just gets a bolt of energy when they get a play like that. Now they're in the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 20. Wide receiver going in motion. Run in the red zone. It's Harris. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on 1st down.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. Looking to get it in.
This defense is going to have their hands full trying to keep this guy in the pocket. They do not want to let him get outside because of that speed. His ability to extend plays makes this offense very, very unique as he's able to get the completion there to move the sticks.
The Cowboys have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Wyoming! Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the PAT makes it 14-6. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Air Force has it back, and the Falcon offense returns to the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Makes the catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one.
Ooh, and that was close for the offense. They try to go wide receiver screen. They're counting on that receiver beating that defender. Wasn't able to make him miss that time, but if I'm on offense, I'm going back to that play later.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Davis. He'll push his way out to the 30, a pickup of 3. Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws for the tight end. Fires into traffic. It's picked off. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession. Wyoming takes over the football and the Cowboy offense on its way out. They took their time out of the gate, but now starting to try to take control of this game on offense here in the 2nd quarter, Jesse.
Yeah, and they're playing good complementary football up to this point, but this is a huge opportunity, David, for them to really create some momentum.
Well, and the defense did such a good job keeping them in the game early. Now, holding down their end. Now get the offense rolling, put up some points on the scoreboard, and then you could really get dangerous in this ball game.
This offense has it with really good field position. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on 1st down.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
Just gets rid of that one.
Well, on 3rd and short in field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. The ball falls incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on 4th down.
And here comes the field goal unit. And this one only 35 yards out, but not straight away. This one from the left hash. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. And now the lead is even bigger.
You've got to make the opponent pay for turning the football over. And while this team would have liked to have scored a touchdown off that pick, I think they're pretty happy getting the field goal.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Drops back on 1st down. Room there, picks up a few before he's forced out of bounds.
And that's a really good job by this defense, because remember, when the quarterback runs, now you got an extra blocker, because he's not just handing it off and standing there, and they still did a good job at the point of attack, kind of strung it along and made him run out of bounds.
2nd and long here. Right side, it's Pickett. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a 1st down.
Really nice job there by the quarterback understanding it's blitz, and not just that it's blitz, but knowing whether it's man coverage or zone coverage behind the blitz. You've still got to know where your answer is going to be based on what the defense is doing in the back end, and he add the answer to the test right there.
Sweet throw and catch along the sideline. It's enough for the 1st down. The Falcons come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Run it with the fullback. And he's brought down after a short gain.
And I think offense is showing they are willing to run the football, even if they don't get big gains. Just those body blows that can sometimes wear out a defense and keep the balance on offense so I can be explosive.
They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. This time they'll throw it. They'll flip it out to the back on the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the 1st down.
That's really good eye discipline by the safety. Great job not getting his eyes lost. It looks like pass immediately. He locks in on the running back. He sees the screen develop, fires upfield, pulls the trigger, and makes the tackle.
They have work in front of them on 3rd and short from the 42. Got it, looking for a 1st. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. They were banking on the yards after the catch, but that went into the negative column.
And I'm banking on the ball coming out quick. When I'm a defense and understanding 3rd and short, understand they're going to throw the ball really quickly, try to make a play. The defense knew it, broke on the football, made a nice tackle to force a 4th down.
Snapped it, and he has to have it. Here comes the heat. Big tight end makes the grab. 1st down, still on his feet. Knocked down, but he's got enough to move the chains and convert that 4th down. Now the offense wants to make sure everything's straightened out, and they call their 1st timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. And the Falcons come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Fresh set of downs going up top. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Allen.
Yeah, and the fullbacks don't run long routes. Most of the time you keep those guys short off of a little play action or a run fake. Gets the catch, secures it, gets a little bit of yardage.
Last completion picked up a couple. Here comes 2nd and 8. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Out wide right, it's Davis. Timeout taken by the offense. It's their second. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half.
Well, look, I know this guy is not the biggest running back in college football, but boy, is he dangerous, right? He's so shifty. He's hard to bring down. It's a good idea to get him going in the passing game. Put him out in space. Let's see what he can do.
Motion from the wideout. They'll snap it from the gun on 3rd down. Fires to the middle. Got his man. He makes the catch. He's knocked down immediately, but they'll have a goal-to-go situation from the 8.
And that's a really good job by this offense. I like it, man. Go 5 wide. You can tell right away you got a running back out wide. The corner stays out there so you know it's zone coverage. He sits down like a wide receiver. Really nice job working the outside part of the field. Quarterback, running back on the same page for the nice completion.
He was grabbing for anything he could get a hold of and wound up with a fistful of face mask, and it'll cost him 15. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. And guys, that one's just on the quarterback. You have to know where the play clock is and get the snap off in time. Left side is long.
Well, the offense is trying to get a big-time playmaker the ball out in space quickly with the wide receiver screen, but the defense is having none of it.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Ryan's his big tight end. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. They get the timeout called here, and probably just enough time for one more snap to put up points before the half. As we close in on halftime, a timeout is taken here. So with only seconds left in the half, here comes the field goal unit. And he kept that one just straight enough to graze inside the left upright. That'll make it a one-possession game. The lead is 8. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country.
Guys, welcome into the epicenter of the college football world, our Orlando EA Sports Studios, and a great Week 8. We start with a look at LSU taking on the Florida Gators.
Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21.
And it's LSU in an absolute fist fight with a team that has been every bit their equal today. Both offenses putting up points. Feels like anything can happen in this second half. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
Yeah, and he looked like he had the opportunity to secure that, obviously open over the middle of the field, but you know how that works. Middle of the field, more defenders. Am I going to get whacked when I hit this thing? It makes those guys think a little bit, and you see more drops over the middle of the field.
Shoots it to the left. Got there right as the ball did. Jarred it loose. It'll be third down.
And a lot of times when you see running backs catch the football, man, they've got a little bit of space to operate. That's great coverage. Being right there when he catches the ball to deliver the hit, to make sure he doesn't secure the catch, elite coverage.
Looking downfield, it's Hughes. Another incompletion on third down.
That is the exact energy they talked about at halftime, like coming out with right now for this defense. You're trailing, but it's a close game. It's a one-possession game. Come out and set the tone. That's exactly what they did, forcing the punt on the first drive.
He looks it in and makes the fair catch, and they'll have it at the 32. Falcons now set to take over on offense. So they get the ball back after the defense forces a punt, and I'm sure they tried to make some adjustments at halftime after a little bit of a rocky first half. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them. Offense working from the pistol. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. Turns up, it's Allen. Breaks into the open. They'll stop him just short of the first down marker on the screen. He might not be the quickest guy out of the gate, but some long speed and power once the big fella gets rolling there.
And the quarterbacks always feel comfortable throwing to these guys. It's like a safety valve. Nothing open downfield. Find the big fullback because you know this guy can make some people miss and go to work.
And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
And you know what? The best third down offenses don't get the third down. Really good job by the offense running the football. You could tell the defense got caught a little bit off guard, got a nice gain, popped one, got a first down. Who needs third downs if you can just pound it down their throat on second down?
Now a first down from the 45-yard line. They'll ride the hot hand. He's got the first down. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
And the thing you got to watch out for with this running back is he's pretty streaky. When he breaks off a big one, more big runs normally follow soon after, and you're seeing it now on the last two plays. Big-time plays back-to-back, and you know right now he's calling for the ball again.
The Falcons will snap it on 1st and 10. They'll ride Davis here. Finding some room. The 20. Inside the... And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Falcons.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
After the touchdown, if they could get this too, we'll have a tie ball game. He's looking to throw. Look out! Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
17, Air Force, 15.
That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Wyoming's offense heads out to get this drive started. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. And with the completion out to the sideline, they'll pick up a couple.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes. He's got some speed, and if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
Long way to go on second down. Sets his feet. It's Hughes. The short hands. It's Holman. Stopped at the 42, but he got 15 yards on the play. Got it done in the passing game on the last play, and let's see what they do on first down. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Finds his big tight end. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. And the Cowboys come to the line on the heels of that big pass play.
Hey, kill it, kill it. Red 39, Albatross. Red 39, Albatross. Ready? Kill, kill, kill.
Quarterback signaling to his guys. From the gun, it's Harris. And that's where this offense will go back to work.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
On first down from the 13-yard line. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Right side, it's Harris. Excellent pursuit by this defense as he barely gets back to the line of scrimmage.
Man, that is so much easier said than done. To be a linebacker and have to play the run and then break on the running back and then tackle him in open space, like you've got to be a really, really good athlete. It started with his eyes, seeing the running back creep out to the flat, breaking on it, and then being physical for the tackle.
Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Sets his feet. It's Hughes. Rush right in his face. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense.
How nice is it as a defense when you can drop 7 guys into coverage, only rush 4, and still get home? That makes you feel good if you're the D coordinator.
Now on fourth down, they'll try to come away with 3. And he's already 1 for 1, so this time he'll try to put one through from 39 yards out. Right down the boulevard. They extend the lead to 5 here in the third.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
On the return, it's Flowers. He's out of bounds at the 28-yard line, and that's where this offense will take over. They'll christen this drive from the 28-yard line. The give. They get him stopped at the 32. That's a gain of 4. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Motion from the wide receiver. He's past the marker. Gets it out across the 40. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 42 as this offense trying to put together a good drive. They'll snap this one from the 42. It's 1st and 10. Sells the run, looking to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Can hold on in the face of the contact.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose, and I got to go through that guy
use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, really, really be physical, because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
They'll move the tight end. The give to Davis. Did everything he could to discard the tacklers, but he was just able to get back to where he started.
Man, not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
Not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block better. How about the offensive lineman push some guy backwards and make some holes?
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Connection to the right. Really nice job to convert that third down, and they've got it at the 33. And the Falcons moving quickly to the line.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
Just couldn't find a hole in this defense. They were ready for him and forced him out of bounds, and no gain on the play.
Just a really nice job defensively, too, not giving up on the play, right? Didn't sack him initially, but guys were still in hot pursuit and chasing. And this front seven defensively, they've got a lot of speed and athleticism, and they're able to stay on the quarterback's heels and force him out of bounds for a loss.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. And he's got enough for a first down. Now to see if they have enough time to snap it again here in the third. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. That is the freshman defensive end that they're very excited about. They're hoping that he's able to return to the game shortly. Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Give to the fullback. Gets it inside the 10. Touchdown, Falcons! That one will give them the lead.
I love fullbacks. They do such a good job. They're so unselfish, and I love when you throw them a bone near the goal line. Everybody knows it's coming. All the beef in the game. Give him the football. He does the rest. Reward the big fella for all his hard work.
Trying to push the lead to a field goal with his two-point conversion attempt. Out of the gun, looking to throw. He gets it into the end zone for the 2, and now they lead by a field goal. That's the end of the quarter. Air Force has the lead here. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth.
Number 82, set to advance on the football.
On the run from inside his own 5. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. Cowboys come out to get this drive started. So they just gave up the lead on that last touchdown drive. Now to put something together to go back on top late. Sends it back in motion. Back to pass, it's Hughes. Throws to the wideout. Wide open downfield. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed? After he made his break, he was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
The Cowboys have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. fights off a defender. Gets it out to the 38-yard line after picking up 10 on that one.
And I think that's what you want to see from this offense down the stretch. Like, can you physically dominate the game? You've got the lead. Now run the football, eat clock, continue to feed your dude.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Fresh set of downs going up top. They've avoided the interception all day, but they were lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be 2nd down.
And, man, did the defense just miss an opportunity that they could have turned the lights out with the lead, get the football back here, missed opportunity. Maybe this offense now can take advantage and swing some momentum in this football game.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Looking to the big tight end. It's caught.
And you see so many smart wide receivers, so many smart tight ends nowadays that they know where the holes in those zones are, and they work with their quarterback, and they find them, and they sit down in them and make big plays. It's tough to sit back in zone against such smart players nowadays.
Snap on 1st down, wants to throw. Strong pass rush, gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
Well, the offense trying to stay aggressive, right? You just came up with a huge play, and right away you go back to another pass, but you got to do a better job protecting your quarterback. Can't give up a sack there.
And the Cowboys now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Good job just to get rid of that one.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
He's going to change things up against this defensive look. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Out wide right, it's Harris. They get him stopped, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
Listen, I know this running back is shifty. I know he's really good in the open field, but that's just asking too much of him at this point. 3rd and long situation. He wasn't going to be able to make that extra guy miss trying to get that 1st down.
And the punt hits ground at the 2 and goes into the end zone. He just missed, hitting them right in the shadow of the goalpost. It'll come out to the 20. And the Air Force offense ready to take over. They'll ride Davis here. Stopped in his tracks. He got nothing. It'll be 2nd and 10.
I know exactly what I have to do here. Defensively, we've got to get the stop. So we're playing run. We're selling out to run because we're thinking they're going to run the football, and we got 3 timeouts. Let's use them wisely. Let's use those timeouts, save as much clock as we can so our offense has some time on the clock to do some damage when they get the football back.
Wants to go up top on 2nd down. They're all over it. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
What a big play this one could be. Tight game, getting late, 3rd and long coming up. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his big tight end. Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short.
Right there, I think you need a better play call. You got to help your quarterback out a little bit because the throw has got to at least make it to the sticks. On that last play, you're basically trusting the guy to make a few dudes miss in order to go pick up that 1st down. I think you need to start being a bit more aggressive here when these 3rd downs present themselves. Wyoming
has the football back, and here comes the offense. And now, deep in the fourth quarter, a chance to go down the field and take the lead in this ball game. Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete. Second and long here. Quarterback changing the play. Hits inside. It's Harris. Looking for room at the 40. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
I love the play call running the football here in the fourth quarter because with the score what it is right now, everything is at your disposal on offense. You are not panicking. This isn't throw every single down, all of a sudden 2-minute air raid type stuff. You can run the ball. You can do all of your stuff, personnel, shifting, motioning. You just got to be very, very careful and absolutely cannot turn it over.
Right side, it's Harris. And we've been waiting to see the spin move, and so too had the defense. They were ready for it. The Cowboys in a good spot here with second and short. To the air. It's Hughes. Oh, pressure's coming. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity.
And I love playing man coverage on the back end, getting in those receivers' faces. Don't let them feel comfortable and run zone where they can find all these holes in the zone and my rush can't get home. Pressure them, pressure them, pressure them.
Fires to the right. And the deflection by the defense brings up fourth down.
Oof, you got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. Third down, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
Snapped on fourth down. Fires to the wideout. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. Here comes the Air Force offense back onto the field. 3-point lead, put together a great drive here, Jesse. You can turn it into a 2-possession game.
Let's do that. Let's get a touchdown on the board. Let's find out where our...
Turning on the Jets. Touchdown, Air Force. Great job by the back on the option.
And, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
And the extra point extends the lead to double figures at 10. What a way to send a message. Huge play in the running game. One snap, and you've got a touchdown on the board. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Running inside, it's Harris. Got the first down. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
Lining up from the 34 on first down. Might as well give it to him again. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Drops back, it's Hughes. Unloads to the wideout. That's caught, it's Holman. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. Wants to throw on first. Nice play by the defense to jar that one loose.
Well, the windows right now to throw into are getting smaller and smaller. How about the defender that time breaking on the ball? It was the hit that caused the incompletion.
Throws to the tight end. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll bring up third down.
It's been tough for this QB in this one. Very small windows to throw into, and he's been under some duress as well. It's hard to find a rhythm as a QB in those types of situations, and that's why it appears as though his team's going to be leaving here with an out.
On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. He's going to take off. Tackled right at the 43-yard line, and this D didn't let him sniff that first down marker.
And sometimes these QBs, man, you just want them to hang in the pocket maybe just a little bit longer. It's third down. I got a little bit I got to get, and I think he pulls the football down.
Oh, he wants it all. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. They spun that wheel of fortune on fourth down and come up bankrupt. Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. They'll need a bunch on second down. Let's see if both sides are content to just let this half run out. The offense takes a knee. Defense still has all 3 timeouts.